Hi guys, it's me Kim. I'm back with another Mounjaro update, and also I'm here with my 1 year plus anniversary of being on Mounjaro. That's right. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps my channel grow, and we will get ready to get into this update. August the 5th, 2022, I took my first Mounjaro injection, 2.5 milligrams in my thigh. I was scared to death, didn't know what was going to happen, didn't know if I was going to grow a third head, suddenly turn diabetic, didn't have a clue. But I knew that the FDA had freshly approved it in May, and that I was at my PCP's and he was speaking so highly of it and really sounded enthusiastic about me trying it and feeling like that I would be successful. So you know what? I threw caution to the wind. I went for it. And I can tell you what, guys, I've never been so happy that I did. August the 5th, 2022, I weighed 213 pounds. I suffer with chronic obesity. I suffer from the food noise that can become overwhelming and overpowering, especially in the middle of the night and during times of stress. I am one of those people that it's not about just pushing back from the table. I suffer from chronic obesity. And can I just say that I am so happy being a member of the medical community. I am an RN. And being a member of the medical community, I am so glad to see them finally begin to acknowledge the realness and validity of chronic obesity as a legitimate diagnosis. It has a diagnosis code now. Not only am I glad to see the medical community coming on board, I'm happy to see the pharmaceutical community seeing that there is a need, and like Eli Lilly did, and I'm sure others will follow suit eventually, got busy creating something and working on something that was originally developed for type 2 diabetes and had a wonderful off-label response in the treatment and management of obesity. I am a direct beneficiary of Eli Lilly's Mounjaro. Had I not tried Mounjaro last year, I feared that I would probably not only not have lost weight on my own, but I probably would have continued to gain. In fact, I think it's a very fair assessment, knowing myself as I do. But thank goodness I didn't do that. I did get on Mounjaro, and over this year, I've successfully gone from 213 pounds down to 141 pounds. 141.8, but 141. And I told you in my last video that my doctor felt like we should be shooting for 138 with my height of 5'1". That he felt like that would give me some cushion in order, some room to gain and lose and gain and lose and still stay within an acceptable range for my age and height and body BMI. So my doctor's very enthusiastic, and I felt like that was an over-enthusiastic number, but he's my doctor. I'm going to go with him. So I'm not at 138, guys, but I am at 141.8, and I'm happy. I'm happy in my skin. Let me tell you some things that have been some unpleasant side effects from the weight loss. Not Mounjaro, the weight loss. You can't see very much of it because I try very hard to wear clothing that covers it, but my arms have slimmed down so much, and I have now had sagging skin under my arm. My abdomen has slimmed down so much that I now have some sagging skin in my abdomen, my inner thighs. I can't be the only person suffering with these things, so I thought I would put that out there. Can you guys talk to me in the comments? Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what options that you are thinking about, if you're thinking about any options at all. Some people are just like, hey, it's skin, it's in my clothes, I don't care. But let me know how you feel about it. What are your opinions on tightening up the skin. It's actually a procedure that they do. Fairly safe from what I understand, not too much risk. So talk to me about some things that you all are thinking about post Mounjaro, and once you have achieved your goal weight and been at your goal weight for however long that you feel is adequate before you think about these things. I am beginning to kind of entertain them a little bit. I think it was more so in the summertime because we have less clothes on in the summer. And I was wearing shorts and tank tops and things of that nature. So, of course, you could see the loose skin more so in that. And for those of you all who don't know, 213 to 141.8, I've lost 70 pounds, thereabouts. And it still blows my mind to hear me say, I've lost 70 pounds. But I have. So I'm thinking about what I can do and how long I should be in maintenance and how long I should maintain before thinking about if I'm not able to tone up the skin, which you can't tone up loose sagging skin, in my opinion, on my body. Let me put that out there, because as soon as I say that, people come for me in the comments, yes you can, yes you can. Okay, I can't for my body. So I'm looking at some options long term down the road and would love some input. I have 3 injections left, 3 of 12.5, because the 15 never did come in, so my doctor said, let's just do the 12.5. This is your last box. Let's just do the 12.5. So I have 2 injections left. I'm doing my injections about 7 to 10 days apart, no longer than the 10 days, because if I go past the 10 days, the food noise does come back. The voracious appetite doesn't. When I say food noise, it means when I'm in the grocery store and I'm walking past things like chocolate-covered pretzels. And I hear them calling, and I haven't heard them calling for months. Regardless of what's been going on, I haven't heard them calling for me, but I hear them now. I don't know if it's an extra added stressor, because I know that the Mounjaro is drawing to an end. Obviously, I'm a little anxious about what this means for me, what this means for my continued weight loss journey. Where do I go from here? And as I told you guys in my last video, my doctor and I had discussed both Ozempic and Wegovy. Because I do have a history of cardiovascular disease, I have had 2 strokes and 1 heart attack, myocardial infarction. Because of that, and the continued maintenance with my weight, he believes that Wegovy would be the best to transition to after the Mounjaro. Especially since Wegovy, if you've seen anything in the news recently, it's showing that it definitely has some cardiovascular benefits. So he said, his opinion, that would be a win-win, and he thinks it's certainly doable on maintenance. My United Healthcare medical coverage does cover Mounjaro for type 2 diabetes, and we're in the process, my doctor's office is in the process of doing their research to see what my benefit coverage would be going to Wegovy, and he's trying to see what dosage he wants to start me at. He's thinking the higher dose, since was on the 15 and 12.5 milligrams of Mounjaro, which I tend to agree with that. So those of you who have switched to Wegovy after Mounjaro, let me know about side effects. Please talk to me in the comments about your symptoms. Were they any different than what we experienced on Mounjaro? Anything that stuck out to you that was just significantly different being on Wegovy than it was from Mounjaro? I will say that I'm not nearly as anxious about moving from Mounjaro to Wegovy as I was starting Mounjaro from the very beginning. I think that was my most anxious time, and seeing the progression of this last year, what it's done, its abilities to completely and totally change my life. As some of my friends are saying, bring out the old Kim. We see our old Kim back. And to be honest with you, I think I see a little bit of the old Kim myself. So that makes me happy. it has been a game changer. It has been a complete game changer. Of those unpleasant things that I was talking to you about that I've experienced on Mounjaro, I think I kind of glossed over it, but let me go back to that. The loss of my boobs. People, let me tell you. Yes, I wanted to reduce weight. Yes, I wanted to drop my BMI. Why is it that the weight loss goes for the good stuff first? The boobs and the butt. Gone. 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 It's a memory. There's more room in this bra than boob. So I can just tell you that. And so there we go. So, needless to say, I'm going to have to go bra shopping and find some smaller bras. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this sudden drop and everything. It's just everything, just flat as a pancake there. Look at there, guys. Just nothing, just flat. I don't know. So anyway, talk to me, guys. Have you guys experienced any of this? Is it just me? Has anybody else lost some things that they didn't really want to lose? You know, I love my boobs. And what little bit of butt I had, I loved it. But, you know, you got to get rid of some things. It was a trade-off. I took it. So, anyway, that's me. That's where I'm at. Just 2 injections of Mounjaro left, and then we will part. I don't know if we will renew night based on the cost, the coverage, the availability, the restrictions being different, if it's going to be prescribed for the treatment and the management of obesity. I don't know. I hope that we will come back together, because that is the drug that my body is most familiar with. That is the drug that my body has reacted positively to for the last 12 months. That is the drug that has made all the difference in my health and my well-being, my physical well-being. Yeah. So I hope that we do come back together. But if we don't, I am open to welcoming in Wegovy and saying, let's get it go. Let's get it, Wegovy. You got to do something to keep up with Mounjaro. I'm excited either way. And it's nice to be excited. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. We have had the best weather, and I feel like I have to acknowledge it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Mother Nature. We have been in the 80s with no humidity since Monday. What about it? Loving it. Loving it. We have been outside every afternoon. It's been great. However, we are about to creep back up into the 90s and the high humidity to remind us that we are still in August and the dog days of August are still upon us. So, but I did want to acknowledge that it's been beautiful here for the last few days. I hope you guys are enjoying the weather wherever you are. I hope you're having a good day. And if you're not, just change it and make it a good day. Do something to make yourself happy. I love you guys. I love my subscribers. Please, please, please give this video a big thumbs up. And subscribe and click the notification bell. I'm only posting about once a month, but that way you won't miss any of the videos that I upload. Thank you so much for your continued support, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.